Eyes are on the United Nations this morning. The UN General Assembly returns to its first in-person meeting of world leaders in 2 years. President Biden is delivering his first speech to the General Assembly as president. And News 8's Chris Groh is joining us live now from the newsroom with the important topics that are up for discussion. Good morning, Chris.
Yeah, good morning, Eric and Stella. President Biden arrived in New York last night. He immediately affirmed his support for the UN and the entire process. And now we wait for his remarks that will happen later this morning.
The vision of the United Nations has never been short in ambition, any more than our Constitution. But the ambition matters.
Now, it's because of the pandemic that this will be the first in-person General Assembly in 2 years. Last year was mostly virtual, but this time about 2/3 of the 193 UN members are sending delegates to New York. Now, as for President Biden, this will be his first address to the General Assembly. So far, this is what we know about President Biden's speech. It will highlight, quote, reestablishing alliances after the last several years. He apparently will make clear that many of the world's problems cannot be solved alone or by one nation. But there are a couple of things weighing heavily on the U.S. right now before President Biden takes the stage. A scrapped submarine deal with France and how it impacts the rest of Europe, as well as the U.S. decision to withdraw from Afghanistan. But despite all of that, President Biden will focus on the idea that the world is turning the page together after 2 decades at war.
Reestablishing alliances doesn't mean that you won't have disagreements. What you'll hear the president talk about tomorrow is that we are committed to those alliances, and that always requires work from every president, from every global leader.
Of course, we are keeping a close eye there on the developments in New York, but you can watch a special report right here on CBS 8 starting at 6:45 our time. Eric and Stella.